Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a pick a card reading. Actually, it's a pick a pyramid, an orgonite reading. So you see all of these pyramids here are from Wing and Bell. This is their element collection. So I'll put the timestamps down below, but this right here is their water orgonite. This is fire and this is earth. Now, I eliminated air just because I wanted to only do three choices here, but you guys can pick it based on the number, the look of the orgonite, or the actual element. So anyways, I'll put their information down below. I'm also using 5 different decks here today, and I'll put those down below as well, and I'll let you guys know what I'm using before I even get started with these readings. But what is this reading about? It's about a soul connection that you feel with another person. It is romantic, so that's my intention, and it's for those of you that are in some sort of separation or challenge with this person, and you just basically want to know, what is it that I need to know about this connection right now? What is the lesson? What is something that I need to just be aware of when it comes to dealing with this individual? So this could be a very helpful healing reading for you when it comes to how you're supposed to handle yourself, because everybody that we meet in our lives, there's a reason. Okay, so it's not going to tell us all of the reasons that you came together with this individual, but it might certainly showcase some or shine some light on it that maybe you need at this time. So I'm going to be taking a look at this energy using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. She also created the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, so these 2 decks I'll be using here. I'm going to also be using the Teen Angel Oracle cards, the Crystal Medicine Oracle, and the Soul's Journey Lessons Oracle cards. All right, you guys, let's get started. Okay guys, if you chose orgonite number 1, the water element orgonite, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and grab an overall theme and just kind of see what the overall, I guess, lesson or challenge may even be at this particular time with your person. We have balance, okay? So some kind of a balancing of energy is possibly needed at this particular time. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So this is a very healing card. We can kind of look at this energy as like temperance in tarot, where we're just really needing to rejuvenate, restore, balance, and heal. Maybe take a time out. Some patience perhaps might be needed with this situation. It does say without judgment, so we might have a tendency to want to judge this situation. We might feel like we want it now. We might feel like we want some sort of resolution right now, but maybe there's a reason that is not taking place because people need more time, space, and balance. So let's go ahead and grab another card here. Okay, we have inner wisdom. So look at this. This is a very, very calm energy. So there's definitely a lesson surrounding being calm and being patient, trusting in divine timing, really going within, finding those answers rather than looking to this person or outside of yourself for guidance when it comes to this connection. So it is about trusting your inner wisdom. It does say Mother Gaia as well. We also have the number 17. Sometimes people can see that as a particular sign. 1 + 7 is number 8. It's an infinity type of a symbol when you turn it on its side. So there could be an energy here where it's just like, a balanced connection, but it's like masculine and feminine. We have to basically balance both sides in order to have that equal, happy medium. So that's just what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and grab one of these cards here. And then I'm going to grab some tarot just to kind of clarify the whole situation. Okay, we have rejection. Interesting. So there is a higher purpose when it comes to this rejection. This particular color here in this deck, this is the crown chakra. So this is a very universal type of energy. I think it's interesting too that we have this feminine here that is in this position, and she's on top of the world. So she's actually above it. She's looking at things from a higher perspective, you guys. So that's very important for those of you that chose number 1, because this rejection is actually a blessing in disguise at this time. Something is not happening for a reason. You can see there's like spirit guides here that are trying to, show this person that what they're trying to create right now, maybe it's just a divine timing situation. Maybe something isn't happening for a reason. So there's a higher lesson at hand at the moment. Okay, something is not happening for a reason. There's a need for balance, a need for restoring, a need for healing when it comes to number 1. All right, let's go ahead and get some Additional messages from this tarot deck here. Oh, we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, the blue indicates the throat chakra. So there's some kind of communication perhaps that maybe we're wanting. Maybe there were some terrible things, some very hasty things that were said out of anger or just coming from a negative place where people were feeling imbalanced. They did not have the wisdom at the time in order to deal with the situation in the best way that they could. So I feel like somebody's abrupt either words or actions created this energy here of rejection. It's kind of like somebody is in their defense mechanism. Their defense mechanism is to use their words or to take that sword and cut you out. This could even be you dealing with this individual, okay? All I know is that there is a reason that something is not happening. It's just not the right timing. People are not in balance with themselves. So they cannot really be balanced within each, within this connection. Oh yeah, look at that, Seven of Swords. Again, it's like this is the third eye chakra here. So we've got some energies here, kind of like we have to look at things from a different perspective. We have to look at somebody's actions. I do feel like there's a knight here, okay? There's a knight here that has taken some sort of action with either their actual actions, but also words, and their behavior may have been in the a deceptive or like they're lying to themselves, so they're lying to you kind of nature. There's a deceptive energy with Seven of Swords. Somebody who's taking some sort of action. It seems like they are taking something from us. It seems like they're robbing us of something. They're robbing us maybe of an experience, or they're taking something away. But are they really taking something away? Are they really robbing something from us, or are we just feeling that way? Is that just the way that we're feeling about it? So I feel like we've got to look at things from a higher perspective with this one. What's happening is actually not about you. If we look at it in terms from our ego, we are going to take it personally all day long. We are going to judge this person and say, they're this, they're that. And the thing is, yes, that might very well be the case as they are doing things based out of their own damage. But the thing is, it's not a personal attack against us. So we have to learn something about human behavior. We have to learn that people are working with the tools that they have. And if your person that you're dealing with is not dealing with the full shed of tools, then they're going to need some time to gain that inner wisdom and balance within themselves. So again, this rejection might be for your blessing. So the lesson right now for you is to learn something about sometimes people are just not on the same page at the same time. More healing needs to occur. Let's get this last message. Interesting. Now we have the Princess of Swords. So we have a Princess of Swords and a Knight of Swords. I do see a masculine and feminine energy dynamic here. This Princess of Swords is kind of reserved. She's not taking as much action as that Knight. That Knight can sometimes be careless and cutting. Sometimes their actions can really hurt others because of where they're at in their mind. But this Princess of Swords, she's kind of holding back. Do you see how she's in green? Heart chakra energy, forgiveness, understanding. She's not allowing this Knight to do whatever he wants. She's pulling away. She's pulling back. Rather than fighting with this Knight, rather than trying to conversate with this Knight, rather than trying to get to the bottom of this issue or this challenge or problem, what she's doing is she's trusting that things are happening for a reason. She's trusting spirit. She's trusting the cosmos. She's trusting that the universe is not aligning things for this connection at this time for a reason. So she's just kind of taking some steps back. She's going within herself. That's how I see the Page of Swords, or really page of any sort. A page is somebody who's just more or less thinking. The Knight is somebody who's doing, okay? So there's some maturity that has to take place in this connection. Again, that's why we have balance. That's why we have this need for inner wisdom. More time needs to go on. More lessons need to be learned. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and end this particular message here with an angel that has some advice or that is helping this connection at this time to possibly move out of this challenging phase towards healing. Family time. Another number 8, you guys. So that's significant. I do feel like the 8s See, we have 2 17s. That's not an accident when things like this happen. It's not. It's not an accident at all. And I just wanted to also point out too, we had a lot of air energy here, okay? Air energy, the element of air can represent air signs, which would be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. But a lot of air energy just means mental, a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking. A lot of thinking needs to occur. So we need some time. And it might be that we need to spend some time with our family. Now, our family does not actually have to be blood relatives. Our family can be our friends, our coworkers, anybody that we hold near and dear. This is also a family of our spirit team. We can all already see here that there is this spirit family that is around us at this time. We're connecting with the cosmos. We're connecting with spirit. So there's a time for spirit time, family time, a time for us to basically rejuvenate, a time for this person perhaps to rejuvenate in the same way as well. It might also be that there are family issues that are at hand here that need to be healed. 2 8s though tell me that what comes around goes around. So there's like an infinite energy here. So if you are in separation or challenged with this person, it's only a matter of time before you and this individual will come back together in order to work on whatever has torn you apart or whatever issue you are experiencing with them at this time. So again, time. Time, I feel, is something significant. Healing and time. Taking time, patience, divine timing. Very significant for number 1. So I hope that helped you guys. So let's go ahead and move on into number 2. You're more than welcome, of course, to pick another number or in addition. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 2 or the fire element organite here, let's go ahead and get some messages. So let's grab a card in regards to a theme that your connection is in, maybe a challenge or lesson in at this time. We have fear, okay? So I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So it could be that there is a fear of love, a fear surrounding the energy of love in this connection, okay? This fan, for some reason, is just making sounds. I apologize, you guys. But yeah, this to me, this kind of looks like a maze to me is what it seems, okay? This also, there's a lot of red energy there, but there's also purple. So this to me tells me it's like the opposite end of the spectrum. Ego-based energy, which is root. And then we've got the higher chakra energy, which would be the 6th or 7th. So that's like our higher selves, higher love connection. So somebody fears an evolved love connection is what I'm seeing here. They're fearing the energy of love. So it could be you, it could be this individual, but there's definitely something going on here. Let's go ahead and grab another card. We have rebirth, spring, 21. So this is an energy here of somebody that might be going through some sort of transformation and rebirth. It could be that this has caused an awakening or a rebirth within you. Spring is all about growth. So I'm getting here spiritual growth with this connection. So that's part of the reason that you came together with this person, is in order for them to possibly put you into your dark night of the soul and have a rebirth and an awakening, okay? And I'm also getting that this represents that for this person as well, but they might still be in that energy of fearing this higher love connection, the soul connection. Yeah, so we've got the root chakra coming through here. So I picked it up here, acceptance, okay? Somebody has a fear of accepting love. They also have a fear of accepting themselves. So that's really what it stems from. When somebody is afraid of love, there is a fear that's going on within them. But there's a rebirth here. There's a chance to restructure. There's a chance to have an awakening, a spiritual awakening. But we have to kind of accept our ego. We have to accept our darkness, our fear. We have to go through this maze of the dark night of the soul in order to have this rebirth. So there's a major death and transformation energy with number 2. I'm going to turn off this fan because it's just, the squeaking is, I don't get it. So let's go ahead and get some tarot here just to kind of clarify some things. I feel like too, the piece of the pie, there's something significant here. The whole pie or the piece of the pie. Somebody feels separate. they're separating themselves from like this cosmic energy, kind of like they're stepping away from the energy of love. It's like they're in survival mode. They're on their own. They're only able to like focus on survival. That's what root chakra is. Just kind of realizing that, you know what, it's me. I'm the only person that I have to count on. I can't count on anybody else. So this has to shift and change, okay? This could also be that this person brings this out in you as well, accepting yourself on all levels, becoming a whole person. So there's a wholeness energy here. There's a separation and a whole energy that comes, and I have the number 3, 21, that breaks down to the number 3. 3 is creation. 3 is feeling complete on all levels. 3 is also collaboration. 2 people actually working on something together, even if they are not aware of this energy. So there's something that's being created within this connection, even through a separation or challenge. We have the 7 of coins. Interesting energy. So the 7 of coins is an energy of patience. It's hard work. It's working on something, but we're taking a break from working on it and kind of looking to see what our progress has been so far. Is what we're working on, is that what we want? Is what we're working on, is that something that is, is that something that we want to invest in? So this is something that you make an investment in. It's not a quick, it's not a instant gratifying type of a connection. This is something that's going to take work. So I feel if you chose number 2, you might be on a journey. You might be on something to where you're really having to go through that dark night of the soul and accept yourself on all levels. It hasn't been easy is what I'm seeing here, okay? It hasn't been easy. But we do have this third eye chakra energy. So to me, it's like going from, and it's the same thing. We're going from the ego to the higher self. Do you see that? There's a major transformation here. So you and this person may have come in when you were very much rooted in that chakra, like that root energy. You came in, it was very fiery, it was very passionate, and then quickly it turned into fear, okay? And so there might have been this offer of a higher love connection, but somebody couldn't get there. That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody could not get there. Interesting, we have the 2 of Wands. This right here is the sacral chakra. So I do feel an energy of passion and sexual energy with this one. I do feel this. A lot of passion, something ignited. It was like a flame that just ignited, and it was just like before you knew it, something was, it was like short-lived is what I'm seeing here. It's like somebody could not get to the point where they were willing to invest, that they were willing to work on this connection. So instead, they had to go on their own journey and do some sort of acceptance, kind of like they felt separate from you. They couldn't get with the whole pie. That's just something that keeps coming in. They couldn't get with the whole pie. So we've got this 2 of Wands energy, which is somebody that needs to make a decision. There's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity that we need to make a choice. Do we want to do something with this Wands energy, this very fiery, passionate energy? Do we want to invest? Or do we want to just kind of go off and do our own thing? So I do feel like there was a choice that was made when it comes to this connection here. 4 of coins. It's very difficult for somebody to let love in. That's really what this is. Very difficult for somebody to let love in. So you might have been a person or are a person that presents some sort of love offering to this individual. It's very difficult for them to accept it. It's very difficult for them to let go of their security. I do see that there's a lot of security based around maybe materialism, material things, root chakra energy here. That seems to be more important, what I'm seeing here, than the energy of love. Okay, they fear love. So this individual has a very difficult time letting love in. They have all of these pentacles that is blocking their heart at this time. That's just what I'm seeing here. Okay. So we have a lot of different chakras that came through here. We have the root, we have the sacral, we have the heart chakra, and we also have the third eye chakra. So I feel like we are definitely moving through some of these energies in order to heal. So like I said, you could have been on a journey with this individual for quite some time. There is progress that's being made, but the choice that's still being made at this time, I feel like somebody is still having a difficult time accepting or letting love or feeling whole. They still feel separate. They still feel separate from love. They still feel separated from you. So they're working at this time on their heart space is what I am seeing here. There is some sort of a rebirth that is available to both people. It is a test because it says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I'm feeling like you and this individual, you created a contract before you came here in order to work on love, in order to, transform ego and transform that into a higher vibrational love. So there's some major work going on here. And so if you have found this person or this situation to be extremely difficult, I'm getting that you signed up for it. And so did this individual. So this is not actually something to fear. It's not something to cause you to feel like you aren't good enough, okay? That's not what this lesson was carved out for, is for you to now feel like you're not good enough, even though it might test you in that way. Your ego will tell you that all day long, or you can transform this energy and see it from a higher perspective. That's what I'm seeing here. So you do have a choice. You do have a choice on how you're going to see this. Are you going to see this in an energy of ego, or are you going to see it from a high vibrational perspective? Okay. Either way, that's the key to the rebirth in this connection. It's the key to the rebirth in yourself. It might even be key for this person. If you're in this energy and you're stuck in fear and you're looking at them as somebody who is just never going to change, and you're looking at them as, they're this, they're that, it's almost like it's keeping things in this stuck energy. That's what's blocking the heart space. This very fixated thinking. The Four of Pentacles is a card of not being able to let go, being very stubborn with your thought process. So you being also fixated on this individual being a specific way and not healing and not forgiving and not letting them go with love and accepting them and loving them with unconditionally. This is an energy that can really transform this connection. So your own fear might also be adding to the issues and the problems of your situation with this individual. So there's a higher lesson for you to learn with this one as well. And it might be very difficult for you to let go of what this person did to you. They might have done something really just shitty, and it might be very difficult for you to let that go. Okay, your fear and your ego is what is holding you back from this energy of love. The energy of love exists for the both of you in this connection, but you guys are both fearing it for different reasons. They triggered you for a specific reason and you triggered them. It's completely different is what I'm seeing, but you guys are both on the same path. You're both on the same path to the energy of love, but you guys are getting there in different vehicles. So the more that you accept yourself and accept this person and their choices on how they got there, it's like you guys have this rebirth within yourselves and possibly this connection. Very, very specific soul contract is what I'm seeing here for those of you that chose number 2. So let's go ahead and get an angel for advice, or an angel that is overlooking this connection at this time. See, oh my God. Forgiveness. There it is. Okay, it's very key. That right here, this is the throat chakra's energy here, blue. That's what needs to be communicated. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to communicate with this person and tell them that you forgive them. This is a forgiveness. This is what your heart needs to say. This is what your heart needs to do. Your heart needs to be in the communication of forgiveness. That's something that's going to help to transform this connection. It's also going to help to transform your fears, your, any kind of negative vibration that you're holding on to when it comes to this individual. That's a choice. That's why the Two of Wands is here. It's a choice. We might not feel like we're making a lot of progress in this connection, but when we elevate our thinking, we go from the root to the 6th chakra here. We elevate our mind. We see things from a higher perspective. All of a sudden, things begin to change. You see this? And we have... what I'm seeing here, actually, I'm seeing all the chakras here. I'm seeing that you guys have had to go through all of this healing. I'm seeing root, I'm seeing sacral, I'm seeing solar plexus, I'm seeing heart chakra, I'm seeing throat chakra, and I'm seeing this energy here of the sixth chakra. So I just feel like this is like the way up. This is the way to ascension. This is the way out of whatever you guys have been suffering with when it comes to this one. For sure. 1 + 8 is number 9. 9 is like a mastered number. It means like you don't want to have to come back again and do this all over again. You don't want to have to come back with this individual and do this lesson again, do you? So I feel like there is an opportunity to master something within yourselves. 9s are very solitude numbers to me as well. It's like the hermit's energy, just it might be that you guys are alone for a period of time and not together with this individual, but that's where the real soul work is going to be done when you're not with this individual. So separation might be exactly what you guys need at this time in order to master these things within yourself. You found the perfect counterpart to trigger all of your crap, and they've also found the perfect counterpart to trigger all their crap too. How else would you guys be able to clear all this energy up in this lifetime? So this is a very intense connection. That's for damn sure. But there's meaning behind it. If you really, really want to look at it from a higher perspective and see things from a higher perspective and learn things, you will open yourself up to the lessons that are at hand here. And you'll do really good for yourself in this life because of this connection. So it's a blessing, not a curse. So anyways, I hope that helped you guys. And if it didn't resonate, you guys can choose number 1 or 3. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 3 or the Earth Organite Pyramid, let's go ahead and get some messages about your soul connection. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what a theme is here. Current theme or challenge going through your connection. Peace. Beautiful. Okay, so it says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So there might be some negative feelings or some negative energies that we're feeling. Maybe your person is feeling at this particular time. And so it's about coming to some form of peace with this one. Okay. A need for peace, making peace, clearing this negative energy from whatever has happened here or is currently happening. We have, oh wow, soul retrieval. So what I'm picking up on is that you may have given this person a lot of power over you, okay, in this lifetime. You may have given so much of yourself and maybe you did not get that back in return. And so there's been a lot of negative energy that you've had to clear and release because you have felt either victimized or you have felt like, it's just not fair. I just don't understand. So there's a lot of negative energy that you're looking to release. You need to take back that part of your soul. You've given a lot. You've given too much power over to this connection. Oops, sorry. This connection is what I'm seeing here. So it says soul retrieval, middle world 29, number 11. Okay, that's a portal energy to me. So to me, that's what I'm seeing here. It's like you're here to master through this individual or this connection, how to retrieve that part of your soul back. It's giving you an important lesson of giving and clearing and healing. That's what I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and get another message here. Oh, that's the one. Oh, look at that, you guys. Insecurity. Wow, look at how powerful this image is. The little devil there, okay, that's like our ego. This little devil's energy is like kind of coming out and reaching this person's energy. It's like they're closing themselves off. They're feeling insecure. They're taking everything personal. It's like that devil on the shoulder that's just constantly reminding them that they're not good enough, that this is about them, all of that. So this person triggers you in a way that triggers up and brings up all of your insecurities, brings up self-worth issues. I'm also getting too that there's an energy that your person is closed off because they don't feel secure. They feel insecure. They have not retrieved a part of themselves, back from their past. It could be a parent. It could be a part of their upbringing where they're trapped somewhere. And so unfortunately, that's just where they're at. They're in this energy where they're closed off. And so you might be wanting to come together and have a connection with them, but they're just not open to it. They're not open to it at this time because they have not done the soul work to retrieve this aspect of them, their soul back. They haven't chosen peace. They're still in anger. They're still in survival mode. That survival mode, that ego will keep us, weak all day long and convince us that, unforgiveness is where it's at. That's where my power is at. If I don't let anybody hurt me, or I don't let anybody in ever again, I'll never get hurt again. So there's an energy like that here for sure. So let's go ahead and get some tarot on this. Eight of Coins. Interesting energy. Okay. Again, another root energy. So we have two root chakra energies. Ego, survival, somebody who might feel like what they're experiencing in the physical world is what life is. Work. Okay, money. That's where it's at. That's where happiness is at. That's where I'm going to place my importance. I can't open my heart up. I can't open my heart up to feeling anything for anyone else or letting anyone in. Where it's at is money. Where it's at is survival. You're dealing with somebody who is in survival mode. They're holding themselves back because of their wounds, their own insecurities. So because of this person's behavior towards you, this could be another reason why you're feeling distraught, where you're feeling maybe insecure now that it's something to do with you. It's not. It's more to do with them than it is you. Oh, see, look, Five of Wands. There could be a lot of other people here that are in the mix or at play here. It's not, again, this is not just about you. This person's either need to have a bunch of people around them or to be in a constant state of competition, as in they want things to be more difficult. Why would someone want things to be more difficult? This is a blue energy, so that's their communication. That's their language of love. Their language of love is challenge. Their language of love is dysfunctional, is what I'm seeing here. And so because of this person doesn't have a lot of peace. They don't feel a lot of peace. So they're communicating to you. It's all over the place. It's drama. It's madness. It's freaking chaos. There might be a lot of people that are in their lives, family members, friends, co-workers, partners, whatever, but there's some kind of a problem here that this person has when it comes to communicating their needs. They're holding themselves back. It's almost like they're communicating with you in all the wrong ways. What you see is just drama and chaos with this individual, but it's because of their own dysfunction. It's because of their own makeup. It's like they were either raised by a lot of dysfunction or in a lot of chaos. And so now what they bring into your connection is a lot of this energy. And so again, you're looking at this as, and what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? How could I not see this? I don't understand why I feel a connection with this person. Again, there is some kind of need to understand that this person is stuck somewhere in their timeline and they have not come to peace with some aspect of themselves. So if they're not at peace with themselves, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to be in this connection with you. The Eight of Coins does remind us that it's hard work. This is definitely a very challenged connection where you've got a lot of work ahead of you when it comes to this individual. This individual may not be able to, because it's up to them. They may not be able to heal their heart. So you definitely don't want to sit around and wait for this individual. You need to be in a state of releasing negative energy that's tied to this individual. Okay? So you definitely want to make peace with this person, and you just kind of want to understand where they're coming from, but you don't certainly have to put yourself in the line of fire to be in the midst of all their drama. That's what I'm seeing here. And we have the Magician, sacral chakra. I feel like this person, okay, you might want to create something. You might want to create or manifest something new with this individual. But I definitely see that there's a lot of competition. This person has a lot of need to have a lot of attention or a lot of spectators around them, or they involve other people in their life or their issues, or they listen to a lot of things, because I have communication with that card there, communication from a lot of different people in their lives that affect them. So they're manifesting from this energy of where they came from. Sacral chakra is about the relationships that we have with individuals, how we connect intimately with others. Well, I'm seeing that's what's stemming from this individual is drama, dramatics, dysfunction, challenge, okay? So again, if you're wanting to manifest some sort of change with this individual, it doesn't mean that you can't manifest change, but if you're looking to change them or heal them, it has to come from within yourself first, which goes for them as well. They have to make the choice to want to manifest something different. They're gonna have to do the work, and it's from the ground up. Do you see? It's from the ground up. So that way their level of communication when it comes to love and intimacy is no longer in the Five of Wands. It's no longer in an energy of struggle and nightmare. Okay? So this person's language of love needs to change. They need to heal. It needs to start with them. They have to choose it. Okay? And it might be that you need to retrieve some aspect of yourself back, step away, give this person that space and time that they need in order to heal and release this negative energy that you might have attached to them that's now like a devil on your shoulder, and it's invading your energy and your space, or even your ability to love. Because what I'm also seeing is that you might be holding other situations or other potential partners at bay because you're holding on to this person in a negative way. And you need to retrieve that. You need to retrieve that aspect of yourself back. Okay? So I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. If this person is a negative energy in your life, a drain, a constant feeding of your insecurities, it might be that it's time for you to disconnect from this individual and start to work on yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's get one last message. An angel. Empathy. So this is the thing, a lot of people feel like, you feel connected to a person, okay? You feel connected. It seems, I don't want to abandon this person. I don't want to leave this person. I want to help this person. I love this person. Okay, all of those things, yes. We have empathy, okay? So empathy is that you can understand that this person feels this way, right? But you might be an empath, meaning that you are taking on the energies. Now it is disrupting your energy field. Literally, it's disrupting your energy field at this point. So what I'm seeing here is that it might prevent you from manifesting new things. You might be manifesting now on this level, Five of Wands energy. I just feel like we need to disconnect from this particular person in a healthy way, in an empathetic way, as in we can see where maybe they're at. We can see that maybe something is not happening at this time for a reason, that this person does need some time in order to heal. And, we might need some time as well to retrieve something. Like we might just be too much of a giver, giving all and expecting nothing in return. That's your lesson. Your lesson here is something about empathy. It is about being an empath and setting healthy boundaries for yourself, cutting off energy that's not serving you and empowering you or inspiring you in a positive way. So there's a need to heal your heart space when it comes to this individual. So there's a reason you may be triggering them to open themselves up to you, and so you might be getting a lot of resistance. And your lesson is, rather than taking this person's energy on into your soul and now doing the work for them or trying to do the work for them to heal them, we've got to focus on us. Okay? We've got to focus on us. So there is a lesson that has to do with being an empath, but also focusing on our own energy and creating and manifesting out of our own power, instead of being in an energy that's connected to trying to, because what I'm picking up on, you guys, and if you don't resonate with this, please pick another number. I feel like because someone is so empathic, they feel so much, they're literally taking on this individual's issues and their problems and their need to heal and do lessons. Like the lessons that you may have come together with to experience with this individual. You know that they're broken, you know that they have issues, and so what you're doing now is you're spending a lot of your time focusing on them and their issues and how you can help and heal them, rather than focusing on how you can help and heal yourself. Okay, so you might be wanting to manifest a new beginning with them, so you're taking on their work. But what I'm getting here is that there's a need for soul separation, meaning not necessarily soul separation, because if you're connected to somebody, that doesn't really exist. We're not really separate, okay? But it's about your need to release negative energy that you have tied to them, any kind of energy cords that you have tied to them. You're not cutting them. There's no such thing. You are transmuting, healing that energy that you have attached to them and then to you. I just feel like a person is draining your life's force, your life's energy here. And creating preventing you from creating new, new energy for yourself. And so there's a need to just heal this energy. That's just what I'm saying. So this number 3 was definitely challenging out of all 3. So again, if this did not resonate with you, choose number 1 or 2. But there might be a reason why this needed to come through for some of you out there that are dealing with somebody who's very closed off or has caused you now to feel like you will never be able to love. That you've got to do something here. You've got to transmute this energy. You've got to find a way to heal it, because you've taken something on energetic wise. 1 + 5 is number 6. That 6 to me is healing, transition, moving forward in a positive way. So we've got to transition out of this energy. We have to find peace within ourselves, peace within this situation. Take back our power, number 1. Make it about us again rather than making it all about this. Okay? So some of you might be saying to yourself, no, this is my person. I'm going to fight for this connection. Not a problem. It is going to take work though. Hard work. Because the 8 of coins means hard work and 5 of wands means you're up against a battle. It doesn't mean it's impossible, but you're up against a battle and you do risk, because you're taking on this person's energy and it disrupting your entire life and it disrupting your entire peace and filling you with negative energy and draining your life force. So I'm just getting here. The message for you is to retrieve that part of your soul back. Okay. Work on yourself. Let this person do them. If it's something that's meant to be, you guys will come back together. But choose peace in the meantime. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope it resonated. Have a great day. Bye-bye.